Hello everyone. So we're back with another deck review. Today my This Might Hurt tarot deck came in. This is the new release of the mass market edition. And here next to it I have the original indie edition. So I wanted to compare. All I've done so far is take the cellophane off this. I haven't looked any further. This is my second copy of this deck. The first time I had it, I passed it on. I wasn't totally in love with it, but wanted it back, and I've never used it. So it's an unused edition. So let's go ahead and jump in and see the differences. Okay, the indie version, obviously beautiful, gorgeous box. We've got some holographic edging, as you can see. These are brand new. I've never used them. And here is the guidebook. Okay, now let's open this one. Oh, it comes from the bottom. And look at inside. I don't know if you can see inside there, but it's all the way, oops, all the way inside there. You're getting design. Very nice box. I've never seen a closure at the bottom before. Let me pull this up just a little bit so we're seeing everything. And then we have this. Wow. Oh, they are glossy. They are glossy. And then this is just to hold the cards in place. Then we have the book. And again, very pretty flowers on the inside of that one. And the book. So the book comparison, the new, or the mass market is larger. Oh, and it's in color. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place here on the camera. Seven of Cups, frozen by the fantasy of options. This is quite interesting. I like this little guidebook. Let's look at the cards, okay? So the mass market, I have seen glimpses. The one thing I don't like about the mass market is the backs. I don't like that. The backs look misprinted. I mean, they're not, but to me, they look just like they weren't printed right. So I do prefer this backing over. Size comparison, we're the same. I can tell that they're definitely glossy, which I don't mind. I like that because you get some good jumpers. Nice chunky deck. Okay, and we have them side by side. So let's pull this down and take a look-see. So the mass market, by the way, doesn't have the gilded edges, which doesn't bother me at all. Everything appears to be very much alike. However, I do see that the colors over here on the Fool, like the grass and stuff, you can notice a bit of a difference. The dog is a little bit darker. The rose is a bit darker. The coloring in the grass there's a difference in the coloring of the grass. Cardstock is really good. Yeah, those backs, I do not love them backs at all. The Magician seems to be, I would say, a little more vibrant. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, hopefully so. Let me get everything in the middle here. Hopefully the camera is picking everything up. But to me, the Magician and the Mass Market looks a bit different, or more vibrant. The High Priestess. So pretty much the only difference is the gloss, the backs, and the coloring. But it isn't, the coloring isn't anything major. The only thing I don't like is the backings of these at all. I don't like them at all. Yeah, see how the Emperor, a bit darker. The colors are a bit darker. I did talk about cardstock. It's very nice. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. Yeah, the colors are just a bit more vibrant, darker. That usually comes with gloss because I do crafting, and whenever gloss is put over something, it makes it makes it pop a lot more and so much more vibrant. So yeah. The Hermit. So guys, they're pretty much, you know, as image wise, the same. Feels, no, they're very much different. They feel different. The backs of this Mass Market, I can't stand the backs of this one. I never liked either. I never really liked this backing either, but I like it much better than the Mass Market. This just looks like it was faded out on a printing or whatever, even though I don't know if it was, but so yeah, they're pretty much the same, just the coloring. You can definitely see the coloring here on the Devil. But I don't think anything has changed, as in, you know, that she created any cards differently. I love this Three of Wands. Even though this is a deck I never ever reach for, I for some reason just have to have it in my collection. Some of it is due to a couple of the images in the cards, such as this one. We have dogs fighting, animals fighting, the Three of Swords. The dove is, you know, stabbed. I don't get into that. So I think that is what always pulled me away. I mean, I have used the deck, my first copy of the Indie edition, but not much. And I feel like it's because of those two cards. Other than that, it's a really nice deck. I'm excited to see how the Mass Market shuffles. The Mass Market does feel well, I wanted to say feels slightly thicker. It's not papery, that's why, but there's that gloss. And here with the Indie, you're not getting that gloss, you're more matte. So hopefully you can see comparison there. Cups. But it is a great deck in that it has diversity. And a lot of people like that. I love that 8 of Cups. A lot of the cards are just wonderful like this too. The 10 of Cups, the birds, and the baby birds in the nest. The knights, I believe, are all on motorcycles, if I remember correctly. The Queen of Cups, if I remember correctly, is actually the author or the creator of the deck, her mom. She made the Queen of Cups her mother. And I believe the knight in here was her father. But she used a lot of the characters on the cards from people in her real life. Yeah, see the darkness. I do like how the Mass Market is more vibrant. And here's what I'm talking about. I don't like this. I don't like to see this at all. You can definitely see the coloring, differences in the coloring in the pillows and the blanket. So yeah, that's pretty much the differences that I'm seeing. And the guidebooks. The guidebooks are different. I think that the Mass Market guidebook is probably a little more interesting. I haven't really looked through it, obviously, but... And the backings of the cards. The imagery, image-wise, nothing's been changed. As far as I can see. Pentacles. So I will probably put my Indie edition away and use the Mass Market if I do decide to grab for this deck. I love this card. It's such a beautiful card in this deck. But yeah, the font, everything seems to be the same, just those few differences. We're getting down there, so it's getting harder to pull the cards. No, we may actually have an extra card. Yes, we do. King of Pentacles. And then we get this extra card. Let's see about that extra card. Oh, so she has, let's see. Okay, so we have some spreads in here. I'm trying to find out about this let's see if anything's changed besides the presentation in the guidebook. Well, I'm not going to go through all that, but I really, oh, here we go. This might hurt, this might heal. A girl and a wolf cycle between tender affection and a difficult struggle. In the upright position, the girl tenderly holds the wolf. In the downward position, the girl and the wolf are locked in a desperate battle. And if you want to pause to read all that, you're welcome. And more. That's interesting. So, yep, you get the extra card there. So this is, if you were to flip it over in the upright position, which is this, it would mean that the girl and the wolf are at peace. It suggests a time of healing. In the downward position, the girl and wolf fighting at the top, it suggests a time of great difficulty. So it would depend on how it turns up. But with me, I only read upright, so my cards are never in reverse. So this would be a healing card. So I really like that. I really like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's just go to the Fool card. Okay, here's what the Fool card looks like in the Mass Market guidebook. And we'll see. And here we are in the goodness, I can't get my words out because it's because I'm focusing and trying to stare at the cards. I'm trying to see if there's any differences. No, everything in here is the same as on this page. I don't really want to open that booklet up too much in case I were ever to pass that on. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, those backs are horrible. I'm sorry, but honest opinion, they are horrible. They feel very much like the, what's the name of it? Let me pull this up. I'm trying to think of the deck that this deck feels just like when shuffling. And it's a deck I passed on. The Everyday Witch. No, not the Everyday Witch. The other one. The Everyday Witch is like one of my favorite. I can't remember. Something Witch. The Modern Witch Tarot. Modern Witch Tarot. It feels like those. So, if so, they will be hard to riffle shuffle. Not as hard as the Modern Witch, but pretty close. They're that the cardstock is quite thick. Let's see if we can get jumpers. Yes, we can. All right, I'm loving this deck already. Okay, yeah, oh goodness, and see the worst card that I don't like, that I dislike the most, comes out. I'm just gonna lay some down so we can see what they look like laid out. My lighting is awful today. It's really rainy and gloomy. So there they are. I have to say, I kind of like these ones better than the mass market. Or better than the indie edition. I like how they feel. I like how they shuffle. I don't know. I mean, both beautiful. Still a deck I don't, it's not a favorite deck of mine. But sitting here looking at these cards here, it's kind of like, yeah, I could like grab them off the shelf and do a reading with right now. But I definitely like the feeling of the mass market better. I'm hoping that is the case when the Unfolding Path Tarot comes out as well. I have fallen deeply, madly in love with the Unfolding Path Tarot. I have the indie version, but I'll tell you, I've never seen cardstock so bad, and I've had a lot of decks. So I'm hoping it's similar to this outcome where we get glossy, thicker cards. Alright guys, that was my review of the new mass market edition of This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. Thank you all for watching. Take care.